Hello. Today I'm going to read you a little bit out of my book that I wrote about my life when I was little, or maybe later on read some more, but right now I'm going to just read a little bit. I think it'll be very long. I hope you like it. Well, since television hadn't been invented yet, it was a form of entertainment. Dad sat in the middle of the room on a straight-backed chair beside a large wood table. He'd lean back and tell stories in the evening before going to bed. Jane and I sat on the couch and listened. Dad related stories of the events that occurred during the days he built the first roads in Clay County, the county in which we lived. He told the stories so many times I can still remember them as if it was yesterday. He told me about his boyhood days and the things he did. I was always sure to hear at least 2 ghost stories while he was in a storytelling mood. The ghost stories were so vivid I became scared of the dark. To this day, I sleep with a nightlight, still afraid of the dark. I know. Nothing is there, but I'm still afraid. Don't know why. According to both of my parents, they had witnessed many ghosts in the house where I grew up. If the house was still standing, it burned. No one could pay me enough to sleep one night in that house alone. I was told about the horses that ran down past our bedroom window each fall. Mom explained they were probably ghosts of Indians that were slain when the country was first being settled. Whatever the reason, it caused me to lie awake many nights listening to those horses. I heard them once. It just sounded like a horse running past the window. Mom said, "Don't pay any attention to it. As long as it stays outside, it can't hurt anything." One night, my sister and I were lying in bed. We had separate beds. I heard something snorting along the side of the house. It sounded like an animal eating grass. The first thing I thought of was those horses. I said, "Did you hear that?" She said, "Yes. I bet it's those horses." "I'm getting out of here," I yelled, and I bolted for the door and Jane close on my heels. We ran into the living room where Dad and Mom were and began screaming about the horses. Dad lit his lantern and went outside. I heard him yelling at the cattle that somehow had gotten out of the barn. It was too late for me to get any sleep that night. I was too scared to go to sleep thinking about those horses. Once I was scared, I stayed scared. I believed those ghost stories, and my parents did also. Maybe they were real, maybe they weren't. Who knows? I heard about floating caskets and fleecy sheep and white puppies and raps on the door and voices and Grandma standing at the foot of the bed, dogs walking around on the ceiling, balls of fire in the air over someone's house after they had died, lights singing in the woods, and many, many more. Too many to recall. Then there were the superstitions my parents believed in. I wasn't allowed to sweep because I was the youngest. Company was sure to come if I did. Sometimes I would sneak into the kitchen and sweep hoping someone would come, and they usually did. I wasn't allowed to carry a hoe through the house or open an umbrella inside. I wasn't allowed to, if I wanted to dream of the one I would marry, I was told to eat a little salt before going to bed and not drink any water. Or peel an apple without letting up on the knife to ensure a nice long piece of apple peeling. And take the peeling and throw it over my shoulder, and there I'd find the initial of the man I would marry. Now, if neither of those worked, there was always a chicken pulley bone I could place over the door, and the next man who walked under it would be the one I'd marry. Needless to say, none of them worked, but it was another way to entertain ourselves in a world without electric, etc. That's a little bit of my life when I was a little girl. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I've got a lot more to talk about. I got to get busy because I got some recipes I want to make. So you can be looking forward to them. I got 2 that nobody else knows anything about. And I think you guys will like them. I thank you for listening, and I thank you for watching, and I thank you for support. I sure could use another subscriber if you feel like it. How about hitting that subscribe button? I can't even pronounce it, but I know I need them. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.